But this is Mahamudu Bawumia, the vice president and the man in pole position to win the election 9 days from now. Mahamudu Bawumia is running on the ticket of the ruling party. He's running as an incumbent vice president. He has picked number 1 on the ballot, and he's running with an agenda to institutionalize certain policies, to institutionalize digitalization, and to make significant changes in the way in which the Ghanaian economic planning works. He's taking out roads from the government budget. He's doing many, many things. He has an education minister by his side, Kosei Oduchum, who wants to revolutionize education. The era of chalk is not available, it's all gone. Mahamudu Bawumia is also believed to be the one who can actually stem the tide in our economic difficulties. Already some things are happening, as you have seen. The dollar is stabilizing at a certain level, etc., etc. Tonight, we have a lot more to say about that after Koko Anyido, who is gone, because I heard an argument that some people were saying that those praising Akufo-Addo for the Accra-East Legon overpass should stop praising him because Akufo-Addo did not use his own money to do the East Legon. I don't even understand it. They say Akufo-Addo did not use his own money to do the East Legon. But which president, but does Akufo-Addo have that kind of money that can do the East Legon? Akufo-Addo doesn't have money even to do a quarter of that. Now, I don't know any individual. That's a lot of money. Akufo-Addo used the taxpayers' money, and that's what the vote 9 days from now is about. The vote 9 days from now is about, the vote 9 days from now, it's about putting the national resources in the hands of a presidential candidate who is elected. What is he going to do with it? That's the whole point. It's about the national resources. Some people, you give them the national resources, they will give you darkness. You will be in doom. But you have given them the national resources, but they will give you darkness. Some people, you give them the national resources, they will give you free SHS. They will give you flower pots. They will give you international airport. They will give you a confit factory. So the decision and the choice we are making 9 days from now, who do we hand this wallet to? Should we hand the national wallet to Mahamudu Bawumia, or should we hand the national wallet to John Dramani Mahama? How do we know whether Mahamudu Bawumia will handle the budget better than John Mahama or not? We just check their record. Who is Mahamudu Bawumia? Mahamudu Bawumia is a young man, son of Mumuni, who went to school in Tamale Secondary School, and after that he went abroad. He studied blah, 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 Canada, Oxford, etc. He liked academia, so he did a PhD and decided to teach economics in some of the important universities of the world. He was handpicked by former governor of the Central Bank, Paul Akwa, brought to Ghana to be deputy, initially to be a research officer at the Bank of Ghana. He rose to become deputy governor, and then he became a politician. In 2008, lost election twice, became vice president. What has he done as vice president? He's been talking about that. Okay, so that's Mahamudu Bawumia, and he's asking for the opportunity to be president. Who is the competitor? John Dramani Mahama. Who is John Dramani Mahama? John Dramani Mahama also went to Tamale Secondary School. He studied at the University of Ghana. He did a bit of postgraduate studies in Russia, and etc., etc. You know that. Okay. So then he became a district assembly official, John Mahama. He became a member of parliament. He became deputy minister. He became minister. He became vice president. And ultimately, he became president. Okay. So who should we give those wallets to? Based on their history. What did Mahamudu Bawumia do with his life? And why should we give him the wallet based on something he did with his life? Tell me. He's telling us. Do we believe him? Why should we, on the other hand, give it to John Mahama? What did he do with his life? When John Mahama was president, what did he do with the wallets that you gave him? Mahamudu Bawumia is promising that if I become president, I'll do X, Y, Z. Look at what I've done with vice president. When I become president and I'm the first decision maker, I will go this way, that way, that way. John Dramani Mahama has ever held that wallet before for 4 consecutive years. Indeed. Both candidates have been vice president. One candidate has been president before, the other hasn't. So the one who has been president before is asking us to make him president again. These are the issues that are bothering our minds with 9 days to go. Who do we give the votes to? If you are an undecided independent voter, who do you give the vote to? I understand that on television, the NDC is beating the MPP with television adverts by 7-3. Of every 7 adverts they play for NDC, they play 1 MPP. I don't know whether the MPP, I don't have money to pay or whatever. But I hear that's very, very interesting. Today I was on a platform with some foreign journalists and they were discussing it. And they were wondering the impact of advertising on voters because all the latest polls coming out since the last 2 weeks are putting Mahamudu Bawumia clearly ahead. We are waiting for Musa Dankwa's final poll. I think it's going to come tomorrow. Then we'll see what he says. But all the polls coming out are putting Mahamudu Bawumia ahead by a slim margin, 50, 51, some say 49, 51, 50, all of that. And putting John Mahama around the same place, 46, 47, da. For the parliamentary, it looks like it's settled in a certain direction. I won't say which direction, but it looks like the parliamentary seems to be settled in a certain direction.